Ever wonder who really makes your iPhone? You won't believe how they're secretly shaping the future of technology. For years, Foxconn worked quietly behind the scenes, building devices like the iPhone. Today, it is stepping into a bold new era, powered by artificial intelligence. From AI servers to advanced infrastructure, Foxconn is becoming the backbone of the digital economy, reshaping the future of electronics as we know it. Want to know more? Let us dive in today. Chapter 1. From Apple to AI servers. For years, when people thought of Foxconn, they thought of iPhones. The company built its reputation as the assembly powerhouse behind Apple, employing hundreds of thousands of workers in China to churn out the world's most popular smartphones. But today, that story is beginning to change. In the second quarter of 2025, something remarkable happened. Foxconn revealed that 41% of its revenue now comes from cloud and networking products, including the fast-growing business of AI servers, while just 35% comes from consumer electronics like iPhones. This is the first time in Foxconn's history that the balance has tipped. The Apple era, which once defined Foxconn's entire identity, gives way to a new chapter where AI-driven infrastructure leads the way. And think about what that really means. Every time you use a generative AI model, from chatbots to image generators, the heavy lifting is done by vast data centers filled with powerful AI servers. Increasingly, Foxconn is building those servers. The company is no longer simply Apple's workshop. It is positioning itself as the backbone of the AI revolution. Imagine Foxconn not just as the silent force behind your smartphone, but as the quiet giant powering autonomous vehicles, smart factories, and the large language models that shape our digital lives. This pivot is not just a business adjustment, it is a signal that Foxconn is transforming into the factory of the future, fueling the global digital economy. So here is the big question for you as a reader. If Foxconn could reinvent itself from making consumer gadgets to building the infrastructure of artificial intelligence, what does that tell us about where the future of electronics is heading? Chapter 2. Early AI bets and the NVIDIA partnership. Foxconn's rise as a leader in AI servers might seem sudden, but it was built on years of foresight. Back in 2009, when most of the world was still focused on personal computers and smartphones, Foxconn was already investing in server production. Few could have predicted just how explosive the demand for data storage and processing would become. Even further back in 2002, Foxconn began working on reference designs for NVIDIA GPUs long before artificial intelligence became a mainstream focus. By aligning itself with NVIDIA, Foxconn tied its future to a company that would later dominate the AI chip market. While many manufacturers were chasing smartphone contracts, Foxconn was quietly preparing for the next technological shift. Today, Foxconn is the largest server manufacturer for NVIDIA, holding roughly 40% of the global market in both general-purpose and AI servers. This partnership is essential. NVIDIA builds the most advanced AI chips, but it needs a partner who can produce servers at a massive scale with precision. Foxconn provides that scale, and in return, gains access to the core of the AI revolution, reshaping the balance of power in global electronics. Chapter 3. Financial uplift and revenue growth. When a company makes a bold pivot, the results eventually show up in its numbers. For Foxconn, the financial picture tells a story of just how powerful the AI shift has been. In the second quarter of 2025, Foxconn stunned analysts by reporting a 27% jump in net profit compared to the same period last year. Its net profit climbed to around 44.4 billion new Taiwan dollars, far above the forecast of 38.8 billion. Operating profit also rose sharply, hitting 56.6 billion. These are not just incremental gains, they represent a fundamental change in what drives Foxconn's business. Instead of relying on seasonal iPhone launches to boost earnings, Foxconn is now riding the wave of AI infrastructure demand. Cloud providers, research labs, and tech giants are ordering servers at a record pace to train and deploy large language models, expand cloud services, and fuel the next generation of AI applications. Each one of those servers requires Foxconn's expertise to produce at scale, and the market is only expanding. Looking ahead, the momentum is even more dramatic. Foxconn has forecast that its AI server revenue in the third quarter of 2025 will grow by more than 170% year-on-year. To put that into perspective, this kind of explosive growth is almost unheard of for a company already operating at a global scale. It signals that the AI boom is not a passing trend. It is becoming the new core driver of Foxconn's business model. For decades, Foxconn's performance rose and fell with the smartphone cycle. Now, the company is shifting to something far more stable and promising: the long-term rollout of global AI infrastructure. Every new data center built, every AI model trained, and every cloud service expanded increases the demand for servers, and Foxconn is sitting at the center of that surge. Imagine the difference. Where once Foxconn's fortunes were tied to consumer upgrades and holiday shopping seasons, today they are tied to the unstoppable rise of artificial intelligence. This is not just financial uplift, it is a redefinition of the company's growth engine. Chapter 4: Geographic diversification and nearshoring. Foxconn's global expansion shows how seriously it is preparing for the future. For years, its manufacturing strength rested in China, but the company cannot rely on a single country, especially with US-China tensions and trade risks, so Foxconn is spreading its wings to ensure stability and flexibility in a rapidly evolving market. One major move is in Mexico, where it is investing nearly $900 million to build a plant focused on AI servers and networking equipment. Mexico places Foxconn close to its North American clients, cutting delivery times and reducing shipping risks. It also allows the company to benefit from US trade incentives while avoiding tariffs on China-based production. Foxconn is also expanding in the United States. Facilities in Texas and Wisconsin support advanced electronics and server production, and a former EV factory site in Ohio is being transformed into a hub for cloud and AI infrastructure. These moves reflect a strategy of nearshoring, bringing production closer to key markets while mitigating the risks of global supply chain disruptions. Diversification means resilience. By placing factories in multiple regions, Foxconn can serve clients like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon without being slowed by politics, tariffs, or shipping challenges. This global footprint not only safeguards operations but also strengthens Foxconn's position as a reliable partner in the fast-growing AI infrastructure market. The world's AI infrastructure cannot wait, and Foxconn is ensuring it is ready to deliver efficiently and reliably. Chapter 5: Vertical integration and high-margin infrastructure. Foxconn knows the real power lies in moving up the value chain. For decades, it was known as a contract manufacturer, assembling devices designed by others. In the AI era, Foxconn is aiming to own a larger piece of the high-value infrastructure that powers artificial intelligence. One area where Foxconn is advancing is liquid cooling technology. As AI chips get more powerful, they generate enormous heat, and traditional air cooling is no longer enough. Foxconn is working with NVIDIA to develop advanced liquid cooling systems for AI servers, stepping into a specialized high-margin business. The company is also investing in high-speed optical connectors and advanced power supply systems, essential for hyperscale AI data centers. Owning these technologies increases Foxconn's control over the supply chain and reduces reliance on outside suppliers. Foxconn is exploring AI-specific ASICs for edge computing, chips for devices and industries that require AI outside large data centers, such as autonomous cars, factory robots, and medical imaging systems. By integrating deeper into AI infrastructure production, Foxconn is moving beyond assembly to become a vertically integrated powerhouse, capturing more value from every server it builds. Chapter 6: Financial discipline and investor sentiment. Foxconn's transformation into an AI powerhouse is not just about technology and factories, it is also about money management. Even as it invests billions in new plants, advanced server technologies, and global expansion, the company has maintained a disciplined approach to finances. Its debt-to-equity ratio remains around 1.5, a level that gives it room to grow without taking on excessive risk. Strong free cash flow provides an additional buffer, ensuring that Foxconn can fund new initiatives even if markets fluctuate. Investors have noticed Foxconn's balance between expansion and financial prudence. Analysts are increasingly rating it as a buy, reflecting optimism about its AI infrastructure growth. Once seen as a low-margin assembler dependent on Apple, Foxconn is now viewed as a key player in the AI ecosystem, essential to cloud providers, data centers, and AI developers worldwide. The market's growing confidence reflects more than just current profits, it reflects Foxconn's positioning for the future. Analysts are particularly bullish on AI server sales, which are projected to grow exponentially over the next few years. This confidence is reinforced by Foxconn's strategic partnerships with Nvidia and its own technological developments, which give it a competitive edge that rivals find hard to match. By combining financial discipline with visionary investments, Foxconn is sending a strong message to both competitors and investors. It is ready to play a central role in the AI-driven future. No longer just a contract manufacturer, the company is now a cornerstone of global AI infrastructure, capable of delivering growth, innovation, and stability simultaneously. Chapter 7: Risks on the Horizon. Even with impressive growth, Foxconn faces challenges. Geopolitical tensions, especially between the United States and China, could affect margins or delay shipments. Tariffs, trade restrictions, and regulatory changes remain potential obstacles. While Foxconn is diversifying its production globally, these risks cannot be fully eliminated. Currency fluctuations also create uncertainty. Operating in multiple countries exposes Foxconn to exchange rate changes, which can impact profitability when revenues and costs are in different currencies. Competition is intensifying as other manufacturers and emerging AI infrastructure companies vie for contracts with cloud providers and data center operators. While Foxconn has a first-mover advantage and strong partnerships like Nvidia, it must continue to innovate to maintain its edge. To mitigate risks, Foxconn is spreading production across Mexico, the United States, and Asia and producing critical components in-house. These measures strengthen resilience and support continued growth. While the AI boom offers huge opportunities, Foxconn's success will depend on how well it navigates geopolitical, financial, and competitive risks, ensuring it remains at the forefront of the AI infrastructure revolution. Foxconn is no longer just the company behind your favorite devices, it's now building the backbone of the AI-driven digital economy. With its factories, technology, and partnerships, the company is stepping into a new era that could reshape the future of electronics. Do you think Foxconn will lead the AI revolution? If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe for more tech insights.